Hi and welcome to Group C's application presentation. Group C is made up of Alexander, Brian, Shen, Ali and Tristan. Um, our application is called H2H, which stands for Home to Hospital. It is an Android-based smartphone application aiming to serve a purpose in the mobile health industry. In the presentation, we'll cover the following topics: the project idea, the innovative aspects, the problems encountered, and our value proposition. As previously mentioned, it is an Android application and is aimed at hospital staff, patients, and frequent hospital visitors. Our aim of the application is to create an ease of use application that will serve a purpose in the mobile health industry, as well as acting as an emergency service application for the user. The following are innovative aspects of our application. First off, we offer a user account and registration, which allows the user to sign in and out, as well as register for a new account. We've implemented Google Maps API and Google Directions API, as well as offering hospital navigational directions to the user. We also offer emergency service, which allows the user to call the emergency service with a two-click functionality. And we also offer real-time hospital updates for the user so they can get relevant information for hospitals and the healthcare industry in Ireland.
Hello, my name is Shenyang Yuan. My student number is 141055586. I did the application user account in this app. This user account will allow the users to carry out the following capabilities: registers, login and logout, and save and store the details. For the register page, we allow the user to create their own account just to input their name, username, password, and emails, and click the register buttons. It will automatically bring them to the login page, and all the informations were saved on the online web host. I use the 000 web host, and all the functionalities to send the data to the database. The PHP file I also installed on the 000 web host. For the login page, we allow the user to sign back their own registered account, or we allow the user to choose alternative ways to log in with the Google or the Facebook account. Next, I show you to get the information from the Google and to send the user information to the profile page. Here, just a part of the Google functionalities. This is on activity results. In this part, I use if else if the required code equals the sign-in code I cleared before. And here we'll check the Google API if the account if it's right. If it's right, it will get the informations. Here is get the informations, to get the name and email, and here is to go to the link to the next activities. And this is to put the name to store in the name and email to store in the mail to send to the next activities. Next, I show you the user account and password to log in our app and to send the information to the next page. I use on-click listeners. It's very basically public functionalities. If click that, it will if it's successful, it will get the name and mail, and also to send to the next activities, and to put the stored name in the name, stored mail in the mail, and send to the next activities. And that's all my part. Next, I pass to the Alex. Thank you.
Hi, so my name is Alexander Malee, and my student number is 103491189, and I'm going to talk about the Google Maps API, which we implemented in the H2H application. So for this, we use this to get directions, locations, time, and distance for the user of their destinations. We also implemented the Google Maps Directions API. So again, that gave us further functionality for the user Using GPS technologies, we were able to get their current location, search nearby places, in particular hospitals, and we were also able to provide on-click location marker information. So I'll now talk you through the code that we used. So for the Google Maps Directions API, this is the code that we use to implement and to develop this technology. So when the user inputs two locations, an origin address and an end address, it will give the user a blue polyline and two new markers on the map. To do this, we use a number of different classes called route, destination, and distance. So for the code on the right hand side, to give the user back a destination, we use the for loop to move the camera when a route is entered and it is picked up by the application. So it gets the information that is entered in the text view and it references the other classes, which is the duration and distance. And then it also resumes the camera to those locations. As well, it gets the markers and adds them to the map using the origins marker.add function and the destinations marker.add function. This gives a new title and a position to both of these markers on the map. Finally, a polyline is created using the polyline options function in Android Studio. So this is declared and created and is given a color and width, so it's easily identifiable for the user. This is then implemented further using the for loop, which basically gets the polyline and brings it from one marker to the other, giving the user full functionality and a full destination route. Once the user has reached their destination, they can then use the on-click information window. That is a function in the Android Studio. To do this, they just click the red marker that has been added to the end of the route. On this example on the right hand side, you can see here, when it's on clicked, you can see Beaumont Hospital information. It gives the location coordinates and also provides images. To do this, we use a simple XML file which was designed and created to display this information. And then once the information has been taken from the inputs of the search options and given the new destination, it then provides this information in this information window. So for this, we used a number of text views and snippets to give back the latitude and longitude, as well as being able to add the image to each on-click information window.
Hi, my name is Brian McMahon, student number X10347179. I'm going to talk you through the hospital navigation features in our application. The aim of this feature is to offer the user step-by-step directions in a given hospital. As the information is preloaded in the application, a user won't need to use any mobile data or Wi-Fi to access this information. This part of the app covers all areas in the chosen hospital. It will provide department, ward, and clinic directions. In the next section of the slideshow, I'll run through the code which allows this function to work. Here in this part of the app, when a user clicks a hospital button, they are brought to a page which shows the 4 different options. You've got departments, wards, clinics, and contact info. This is done by an on-click intent, which is stored in the button, which will start the new activity, as shown in the code here on the right.
Hi, my name is Tristan. My student number is 155-89937. I'm gonna talk about the emergency call button. It's basically an easy way to dial 999 in case of an emergency without having to go and close your app and dialing 999 manually in your dialer on your specific phone. Its functions is allowed the user to call emergency service through the application. It's quick and easy way to call emergency services without having to close your app. Provides a non-click user functions where they only have to click one button and it automatically prompt the app to dial 999 without having to close your app, and it also obviously redirect the user to the emergency services phone line after the button is clicked. And for the codes I use are, first I declared B as an image button, and then I set an on-click listener, which will, when pressed, will run this bit of the code, and then I put action call so that it would do an action where the app are forced to do a call outside of the app. And this is where I put the number on this with the double quotation. On the 999 you can put whatever number you want, and it will dial whenever the button was pressed. And for this part, it's just basically um, allowing the button to go or to execute the action. And because I had the problem first, whenever I click the button, it crashes the app and then it goes back to the homepage. It's because it doesn't have the permission for the app or for the emulator. And once I put this code and change the settings in the emulator to a developer, it the whole button the whole action runs through perfectly.
My name is Chaman Ali. Student number is 150160005. I'm going to talk about hospital real-time updates and breaking news, which you can get access from the using our apps. Like users we have provided a button, news live feed, which you can use to get the real-time news across Ireland regarding the health industry. You can see the top breaking news, and you can click and read them as you wish, and you can get the information required by you. Now I'm going to tell you how this part is working. So this is the application here. You can see the short title here and description, little description here. Whenever you click this button, any of the link here, any of the news, it will take you to the news page where you can read all the information. And now I'm going to tell you how this is working. So this is the code here. Everything is inside the onCreate method. When you're gonna create this onCreate method, we're gonna create a string request which using the Irish Health Industries RSS feed from an API, and get all the information required from for our apps here. So we're actually using toast method here, which showing when you click the button, it's showing data has been received or not. If it is received successfully, so it will tell you it is your request is successful, otherwise it will give you null result. And here we have provided the some code here which is used as a variable to put items, because we are getting all the informations from this newsfeed link, and all the item is a tag which is being used in this link. And there's lots of items, so we have to specify every item. Like we're providing this link, it is in an item, the title, description, and everything, and all these things. And so we put everything is every tag in this code here to run the app, and it pretty much is working now. So I'm gonna show you the technologies which being used by creating this application. So first of all, Android Studio. We're creating application like in the first page, login and register page, which is basically based on Android in the MySQL. So we use MySQL using the online web hosting, It's a 000 web hosting, which is accessible by using Android Studio, and which is pretty much working now, and it's fully, like, user can log in and register themselves by putting their email and name and the other details, and they can log in and register as well. So but we have provided the Facebook login, Facebook, Google, Facebook and Google APIs to log in instead of putting your own information in the register form. So when you click the Facebook API, so it will ask you for your Facebook login or your Google login details, and then it will take you to the main app by skipping the login, the basic login page. And we have created a website here which is based on HTML5, CSS, JavaScript. HTML5 is used for developing the website, and the CSS, which is being used for designing, of course, and the JavaScript is for the security of of this website. So it's pretty much working. So that's it.
So I'm just going to finish off with the problems encountered during our project. First one, the emergency button. When the user calls 999, the button would not prompt the device to automatically call 999. Second problem, the Google Maps route polyline. The Google API could not establish a polyline between route destinations. Third problem, user profile page. Profile page was not showing the user details when successfully logged in. And the fourth, you've got the internal GPS. we are unable to implement this function in the application. Alternatively, we've supplied step-by-step directions instead for the user to use alongside the app. The fifth problem is our Facebook login API. Using Facebook login functionality, the application cannot connect to the API. The sixth and final problem we encountered is the social media RSS feeds. We're unable to obtain information from hospital social pages using RSS feeds. Value propositions. H2H is a navigational assistant using the latest technologies to provide the user with a unique experience, offering the latest travel routes, news, and updates of the healthcare industry. We believe our app has the main key benefits of a very time-efficient application, ease of use to the user as a navigational assistant, and emergency service alternative. We will now proceed to run our application on Android Studio. Thank you for watching our presentation.
Hello, we were showing you how to run our applications. Just click this button here. This is the first page, is the login part. If you don't have an account, you should click here to go to the register here and go to our registrations. And you can type your name here. And then you click the register button here, and it will automatically bring you to the login page. And you input your name and the password, and click the login, and you will jump to your profile page. In the profile page, you will show the names, emails, and also we create our website, and click this button to go to our website. And this is our website. And I show you another alternative login function. Is use the Google account, and you can use the Facebook account to log in our app. In the Google account, just click this button here, and it automatically bring you to the Google account functions. Because I already log in with my part, so it automatically show my names and email here. If you don't log in before, you should to type your email address and password, and will show your names here and the email here. And the same functionality here in the Facebook. And now I will pass to the Alex to talk about his part.
I'll now talk about the navigational functionality. For this we use Google's API and Google's Directions API. It will allow the user to get their current location, get directions, and get an estimated time and distance for their journey. It would also give the user the functionality to get their current location and to zoom in and out of the map. So first of all, we'll get the current location by clicking the top right button. And this brings us to our current location. So our current location is National College of Ireland. The next step for the user would be to get a journey route. To do this, they'll have to write in the origin address, which will start at National College of Ireland. And we'll choose Beaumont Hospital as the destination. I will then click Get Directions, and this will prompt a pop-up screen telling the user that the direction and the route is being estimated. Now you can see a blue polyline that outlines the route from the origin address to the end address. The user can then use this to navigate to the end address and to get to their final destination of Beaumont Hospital. As well as this, the user will be able to click on map markers to get information of that current location. So here we can see Beaumont Hospital. It gives us address, the county it is in, and the latitude and longitude coordinates of the location. I will now pass you on to Brian, and he'll talk about the hospital navigation.
Okay, so I'll now talk through the hospital navigation step-by-step functions. When a user arrives at a given hospital, for example, we'll say St. James's, the user can click the St. James's button to get information on the department, clinic, or ward, or contact information for that hospital. When the user clicks the button, an intent is sent to the app, which opens a new activity. In this case, it opens the St. James's activity. If the user wants to find a certain department, they just click on the corresponding button, which will open a list of departments within that hospital. And let's say, for example, that our user wants to find directions to the cardiology department within St. James's. They simply go down and find the corresponding button to cardiology, click that button. Once the button is clicked, it will open a new page which will show simple and concise directions to that part of the hospital. Once there, the user will follow the instructions and come to that part of the department.
Okay, for this part, it's basically a emergency call button where if you click on this one on the button, call 999, it will automatically directs the phone to dialing 999 outside of the app without needing to go to the outside of the app and then dialing 999 on your dialer manually. And if you end the button, it goes back to the page and you can navigate through the bottom part. For if you want to go back to your map, hospital, or live feed, there's a navigation bar below.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you how our live feed button is working in our application. When you're going to click this live feed button, it will take you to the next page with the loads of newses, like their breaking newses, and you can see all these news with a short title and little description there. Whenever you click this any of the news here, it will open up the news where you can read and get the information regarding the health industry in Ireland.